Hey everyone! Hope everyone's doing okay. It's time, I guess, for a little update. Almost the final stretch of being in this little apartment until I have to move out. It's crazy. It really is. I'm a little scared. For 2 years, I was so used to being able to escape from my parents into this little safe haven called, my little apartment. But now that's no longer the case. Not for long anyway. At first, of course, I was very upset. A good portion of my grieving was because I had to move back to my parents. And, that was kind of an ungoal for me. For these 2 years, I wanted to work so that I won't ever have to move back with them. Not that they're terrible parents, but it's a small space. First off, the place that they live in. I live in the city, so we live in public housing. It's a very small apartment. Thankfully, I'm able to have my own room this time and not share it with a bunch of people like how it was before. So the coping is going to be a lot different. It's just, I'm just thankful that my parents are understanding right now. They're not giving me too much of a hard time being, here alone. At first, my mom was pretty worried, but then, I kept telling her that everything's okay. Every day passed and nothing crazy happened. So she's warming up to the idea. I kept telling her that very soon you're gonna see me every day. So why are you worrying about seeing me so bad if I'm gonna be home every day? We're gonna see each other every day pretty soon. So maybe that helps comfort her. I don't know. I feel bad sometimes, but I know that this period right now, this month that I took away from my parents was something that I needed. I feel like being in this apartment alone also helped for me to feel motivated to kind of get myself to, get the tools ready so that I won't be in there for too long. I don't know, maybe? I'm trying, man. I'm trying so hard. Some life updates for me is that I feel like I'm ready to get into the workforce, even though I kind of don't want to, but I feel like I definitely need to. I don't want to because last year, from summer of 2015 up to about March 2016, I was working 2 jobs. I was working at a hair salon because I went to beauty school, and then I also worked at GameStop part-time, once a week sometimes. And I enjoyed both, but I guess the combination, I felt that Accutane pulled the rug under my feet and I fell so hard. I had to quit the salon job. I was way too tired. I couldn't do anything. My coworkers were upsetting me a lot more than they should have. I guess those were also the signs of depression, and I wasn't seeing them as depression. I just thought I just needed to quit because yes, I did have an overbearing boss, and it was a small space with coworkers, and they would talk behind each other's backs, and I had other coworkers who were exasperated and vent to me and say how much they hate working there, and those kinds of things, all that negative energy, it really just, it manifests into something so crazy, and I felt like I had no choice but to quit. So I was looking at that. I didn't realize that I was also suffering from some kind of depression. It's a weird situation, I guess. It just was a bad time for me to work for them. But now, even though I don't plan on going back there because I don't want to regress, sometimes you can leave certain energies behind, and when you get back into them, it kind of comes back again. And honestly, I'm trying to avoid a relapse as much as possible. So I'm not going back there. As much as my bosses over there are begging me to go back, I really don't. But I decided to go on Craigslist and look for jobs and send out resumes, and I have been getting some responses back, thankfully. Oh my gosh, I need a job so bad. Oh my god, because next month I have $500-600 worth of just bills. Some of this credit card that didn't accumulate while I was with Desmond, and it was a few years ago when I started getting a credit card, and we were both really strapped for cash. This was before Desmond, I guess, blew up, right? So we were like relying on that credit card, and to the point where we maxed both of them out. And he and you know, at the time it was kind of foolish because I didn't know too much about credit, and he didn't either. He told me the bigger the balance you get, the better your credit score would be. And at first I thought that was very like weird, but I never looked it up because I just believed him, and it was like, oh well, we need it anyway, right? So how are we gonna buy whatever we need in any other way, right? So come to find out, my credit score was pretty low. Not poor, but it was low. And you only get a good score if you spend a lot and then pay it off very quickly. So word of advice to everyone, no matter how old you are, because most likely if you're a teenager, you haven't been or aren't going to be taught credit scores. The main thing I have to do right now is maintain a positive attitude and not freak out, because everything will be okay, right? Everything will be okay. I'll be fine. The world will be fine. It's spinning. It's getting warmer. Eventually, it will get warmer. That's my update right now. One cute little thing with Bombay though, I came back from work the other day, realized, oh hey, I need to get, you know, some things for the house. So I left again, and I could kind of like feel Bombay's like disappointment in me leaving, because he gets so happy whenever I come home. Like, he just wants to cuddle. He meows like 1,000 times, begging me to like pet him. But I'm always like, no, I gotta wash my hands first. That's what you gotta do. So I'm doing that. And then I just left. I pet him and then I left. And I saw him staring at me as I closed the door. His face seemed to read like he was saying, really, bitch? Really? Then when I came back home, these little like feeding bowls have been turned over. There's like water and mushy kibble everywhere in that area. And his collar's off. And I'm looking at him like, what did I just anger? I was like super nice to him. I was playing with him. I was trying to calm him down as much as possible, and I gave him new kibble and water. Yeah, so now he's roaming around without a collar. And I really want him to have one because I like that bell so I can know where he is at all times. He's not microchipped yet. Fuck. I waited so long to microchip him. Man, last year I was so lazy. I couldn't do anything. I only took him to the vet a couple times. That's it. I'm a terrible cat lady. There were times where me and Desmond didn't have the money for things, but there were times where we had the money to buy a microchip for him, and I just didn't do it. Ugh. So yeah, that's it for now. In an update to the books I've been reading, I haven't really gone too far into them, unfortunately, because I guess of the overwhelming move thing. I've just been staring at every single item that I own, asking it like, do I need you? I'll tell you guys what happens later on this week or whenever. Hopefully I do something other than nothing. Oh, pray for me, guys. This streaming stuff is so annoying. Guess what updated? XSplit. Again, I wanted to play PC games with you guys. I wanted to do something. But the frame rate would drop dramatically, even though I would lower the resolution, although I guess there's a different setting that I'm not looking into. Ugh. I don't know. It's different. I don't have a PC. I'm just doing all this with my laptop, guys. Like, cut me some slack. I feel like I'm the only one going through all these troubles just because I don't have a big rig. Not yet. One day. But not right now. Okay, what can you do? Alright, now I'm gonna go. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. If I have no posts for a week, who knows how this week is gonna go. It's definitely gonna whirlwind for me. Alright, bye.